Is Richard Delamore, who is representing the Esperanto Federation. So welcome to you, Richard.
Thank you. Saluton kaj bonvenon al la Lingva Festivalo de Sidnejo. Hello, and welcome all to the 2013 Sydney Language Festival. It is great to see you all here today, sitting before me wide-eyed and excited for today's events. Yes? Yes? Yes. Yes. Good. That's like what I like to hear. Okay. However, before we begin, I'd like to drone on a bit about the objectives of today's event. The guiding ideal of this festival was underlined by the steering committee, who decided that they wanted to present something that was a little bit different, unusual, something that went against the mainstream belief that only the economically powerful languages of this world were worthy of teaching. That is why today we have such rare and specialized languages such as Kalasha, Fitusa, and Esperanto. Well, of course, also presenting the giants such as English, Spanish, and Chinese. Now, before I pass on the stage to my colleagues, I need to make two important acknowledgements. First, to Macquarie University, whose unquestioning support in this festival has made it a reality. And second, but for me more importantly, to the Esperanto Federation of New South Wales, whose members worked tirelessly around the clock to make this festival a reality. And one particular member I'd like to point out is Dimitri, or as we call him, the Esperantists, Dima. Dimitri, can you stand up? I don't know how he did it, this man, but he managed to whip together all of this by email. It's crazy. Okay. Now, for those of you who are a little less acquainted with history, Esperanto is a creative language. It was originally designed elegantly and logically to provide a means of intercultural communication for the warring countries of Europe at the time. Esperanto was first published in 1887. It took the high ground pretty fast in Russia and Eastern Europe, gaining flocks of followers. But it wasn't long before it actually migrated beyond Europe to places like Canada in 1901, Japan in 1903, and Australia in 1905. Within 17 years, the world witnessed its first ever International Esperanto Conference. Although the participants at that stage only numbered in the hundreds, the language kept growing. Now, numbering in the millions, countries battled it out in a figure of speech to host the next Universal Esperanto Conference. I could go on for ages about the history of Esperanto, but then I'm afraid I'd be intruding on the lessons of my esteemed colleague, Trevor Steele, who's sitting up in the middle here. Hello, Trevor. How you doing? Whom I guarantee will provide a much better insight to the language than I possibly could. Now, okay, so that's pretty much all I want to say for now, and I thank you for your time and patience, and welcome you to the festival.
Thank you very much, Richard. As you've heard, this event is a cooperation between the Esperanto Federation and Macquarie University International Studies, and I'd like to acknowledge on our side of the organising team, Dr. Marika Kaliuga and Dr. Jane hiding there at the front, who have been working together with the Esperanto Federation to set up today's events. Now, John mentioned a moment ago the number of languages that are being taught at Macquarie, and I thought I'll just give you a look at what is on offer. You might be tempted after today to do a little bit more than just half an hour in any of those languages. I must say I personally am very excited about today, about the program that we've got on offer. The next hour and a half, we've got a range of language tasters and short presentations on particular languages. And I'm sure all of you here have had a look at the program, have already made a decision which ones you're going to be trying out. And there is a lot on offer that we wouldn't be finding elsewhere. The way we're organising this is we've got a group of student helpers, and my thanks to them. Semester, so they're very, very busy people at the moment, so to give up their Saturday morning to help us out is fantastic. So these student helpers will have signs with the languages that are being taught in the first half hour, so just pick your language and follow the student in question, they will take you to the rooms where the lecture will be or where the lesson will be.